Welcome back to 1 Ounce at a Time. We're going to do a Fresh Crack Friday on this Old Forester, the 117 series. This one is the extra old. And what Old Forester says about this is that in 1910, a fire on Whiskey Road led Old Forester to being rebarreled into heavily charred barrels. This event gave birth to Old Forester Whiskey Row 1910, composed of mature Old Forester bourbon and finished in custom-made, heavily charred barrels for 7 to 9 months. This extra old batch extends the finishing period for up to 18 months, so it's a little bit longer finish. So it's a little bit darker color you get on this one. Comes in a little bitty bottle of 375 milliliter. That's the biggest you can get, and it's 93 proof. This batch was released in January of 2025, and it's batch number 2. So I've got another bottle of 117 over there, and that one's the rum finish. We haven't cracked that one open yet. But these bottles are usually available only at the distillery. We picked two of these bottles up at the distillery on our last trip to Kentucky. Got really fortunate to be able to get 2 bottles of it, and I'm really looking forward to cracking this one open and giving it a smell and a review. So we'll get right into that. So if you don't know, the 117 series is the Old Forester's experimental series where they sit there and try different things with their bourbon and get different flavor profiles. This one's super dark. So this was in that heavily charred barrel for 18 months versus 7 to 9 months, so double the time. It smells good. A lot of people say that their favorite is around the Old Forester 1920 series and stuff like that. 1910's not bad either. Getting a lot of the char on the nose. There is still that sweetness there, but the oak's coming through definitely on the nose. Let's give it a taste. Whoa, you can taste that char. Yeah, that punches you in the face with char. Underlying sweetness in the mid palate once it calms down from the char. Not a whole lot of finish there because of the 93 proof. I mean, it's a little bit there, but man, that char comes through strong up front. It's very smoky. Let's give it another sip. Same thing. The barrel influence is on the front of the palate. Then it fades away and gives into the sweetness. Not picking up very many uh, caramel notes. It's more burnt sugar notes, more molasses notes. Going into the finish, it does have a little bit of a finish on it, but it's definitely an experimental bottle. Um, if you don't like a heavily charred bourbon, you're probably not going to like this. But if you like that char, or you like that deep, dark, smoky aspect of it, this one's actually pretty good representation of that. I've had some that are way too smoky and almost leaning towards the smokiness of like Scotch, and that's not what you're getting in this. You're just getting more of the burnt sugar notes on the mid palate, more of the molasses. The smoke, the barrel influence hits you right up front, but then it fades away quickly and then leaves you with that sweetness from Old Forester. I do not get a banana note like some of the Old Foresters that I've gotten in the past, but this one's pretty good. I'd highly recommend you, if you're able to get a bottle, give it a shot. It's Um, it's a little bit expensive for the bottle. It's around $100 for this 375. But if you want to try some of their experimental stuff and see what Old Forester's doing to try and release different brands and everything else like that, this is a good representation of that. Anyway, that'll do it for my review on this Fresh Crack Friday. If you like the review, please give it a like, a follow, and a comment. I reply to all comments on my videos, and we'll see y'all in the next one.